Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 2 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 3623. Count number of trapezoids 1. So let's read the problem statement. So in this problem you are given a 2D integer array points where points of I is equal to x comma y, which represents the coordinates of the ith point on the Cartesian plane, right? A horizontal trapezoid is a convex quadrilateral with at least one pair of horizontal sides, right, parallel to the x-axis. Two lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope, right? And we have to return the number of the unique horizontal trapezoids that can be formed by choosing any four distinct points from points, right? And since the answer may be very large, we have to return it modulo 10 to the power 9 plus 7. So let's understand this problem with an example here. Okay, so here if you see, if I mark these points, right, 1 comma 0, so this x coordinate, this y coordinate, right? So this is nothing but my x-axis, this is nothing but my y-axis, right? So 1 comma 0 here, right? Let's say this is a point A, this is point B, this is point C, D and E. Okay, so this is nothing but my A point, this is nothing but my B point. Same way, this is nothing but my D point, and this is nothing but my E point, right? X3, right, and Y2, right? So that's it. Okay, so now here if you see, this and this line both are parallel, right? Both are parallel, so this is one shape, right? So this is valid, right? This is valid. Same way here, if you take these points, right, this is your B, this is your C, this is your E, and this is your D. So here also both the lines are parallel, right? So this is one valid shape, right? Same way here also, if you see this point A, and if you consider this point C, right, and here this E, and here this D, right? So here this is also a valid shape, right? This is also valid, right? So in total three valid shapes are possible, right? Three valid shapes are possible, right? So if you see it, right, here there are three distinct ways to pick 4 points, right? In all these we are picking 4 points only, right? There are three distinct ways to pick 4 points that form a horizontal trapezoid, right? So these are different points that we have picked every time, right? Every time distinct points, right? If you take all these 4 points, right? So all these 4 points, if you compare with this one, so different shapes we are getting, right? So definitely there will be a different point, right? So here see, we are using AC, here we are using BC, here we are using AB, right? So this is what we need to do, right? So if I just do one thing, if I just create one x-axis, right? So here if you see, we have, let's say, this line, right? Here this line. So in this same line I have A, B and C, right? I have 3 points in this line, A, B and C. So let's say this point is nothing but 1 comma 0, right? This is nothing but 2 comma 0, and this C is nothing but 3 comma 0, right? 3 points we have, right? Here if you see 1 comma 0, 2 comma 0, 3 comma 0, right? And DE 2 points. So in these 2 points, if you notice, the y coordinate is same, right? The y coordinate is same, right? Y coordinate is same. And in these 3 points, the y coordinate is same, right? In these three. So if y coordinate is same, that simply means that I am forming one parallel line, right? So this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. So if y coordinate is same for some points, so that simply means that this line is going to be parallel to the this axis, right? X-axis, if y coordinate is same, right? This is clear. Okay, so there is one more DE. So DE, so we have 2 points here, D and E. So let's form one line. So this is, let's say, D, and D is nothing but your 2 comma 2, right? 2 comma 2, and E is nothing but your 3 comma 2, right? 3 comma 2, right? So here let me just do one thing. This is 1 point, this is 1 point, here this is 1 point, this is 1 point, this is 1 point, right? So here if you notice, there are 3 points here, right? Here there are 2 points, right? So every time whenever I am forming a shape, right, I'm using 2 points, right? I'm using 2 points here, also A and C. Here also I'm using 2 points. Here also I'm using 2 points. Here also I'm using 2 points. Here also I'm using 2 points, right, to form a shape, right? And all these shapes are different, right? Okay, so that simply means that at least 2 points should be there, right? If I want to form a horizontal trapezoid, at least 2 points should be there, right? At least, right? So now here, tell me, in how many ways, I can select 2 points in this line? In how many ways, right? I'm saying in how many ways I can select 2 points, right? So in this, only one way, right? Only one way is there. Only one way is there in which we can set 2 points. And here tell me how many ways in which I can set 2 points. So there are three ways, right? One is I can select AB, I can select AC, or I can select BC. So there are three ways, right? Three ways to select 2 points, right? So 3 is the total number of points, and in this, how many ways I can select 2 points? So 3C2. So if you write the formula of this one, is nothing but 3, and here 2, and here 1, and here if you write it further, so you are going to get what? So total 3, out of 3 we have to set 2, right? So here you are going to get 3 into 2, and here you are going to get 2, right? And this is nothing but 3. So this is the way we can find out, right? So 3 ways. Okay, so this is clear. Same way, if I ask you, that, let's say you have 4 points, 4 points, if you have 4 points, right? So in these 4 points, how many ways you can set 2 points? So 4C2, simple formula. So 4 into 3, and here 2, right? You can write it like this as well, right? Right, because here it's 2 factorial, and here uh, it's 2 into 1 into 2 factorial, so both are going to cancel out, so you are going to get something like this. Okay, this is clear, right? I'm expecting you guys to know this, right? This is nothing but 4 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, right? Like this we write, and here this is nothing but 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and here 4 2 into 1, and here this 2, if you break, this is nothing but 2 into 1. So this and this cancel out, so we are left out with this part only, 4 into 3 into 2, right? And this is nothing but uh, this and this 2, so we are going to get 6, right? We are going to get 6 here, right? 6 here, 3 ways, and here 6 ways, right? And I will tell you those 6 ways here. Let me show you. So 1, okay, 2 points, this and this, 1 way, 2 way, this is 3rd way, this is 4th way, this is 5th way, and this is 6th way. So total 6 ways, right? Right, clear. Same way here, if there are 5 points, right? So I'm going to derive one formula, actually, that's why I'm showing you, right? If there are 5 ways, so then 5C2, right? So you can write 5 into 4 by 2, right? This is nothing but 10, right? 10, and you already know what are those 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Okay, 10 ways, right? So now if you see this formula, if you see this, okay, if you see this, and see this, so I can do simple calculation of whenever there are 3 points in one line, I can write 3 into 3 minus 1 divided by 2, right? I can simply write it like this, 3 into 3 minus 1 divided by 2. right? Whenever there are 3 points. When there are 4 points, right? So 4 into 4 minus 1 divided by 2, I can write shortcut, right? And here I can simply write 5 into 5 minus 1 divided by 2, right? So this is what we are writing, right? Okay, this is the clear, right? How we can find. Okay, now here if you see 3 ways, right? Here 3 ways, right? 3 ways, and here 1 way, right? Here 3 ways, 3 ways. So now how many total we can form? Total I am going to do 1 into these 3. So 1 into 3 is nothing but 3. So total 3 shapes we can form. Now why I am doing multiplication? So let me prove. So if here if you let me prove first 3, what are those 3? Okay, so first shape you can select is this one, right? This is one shape. Okay, so next shape you can select is this one, maybe this and this, right? First shape you selected this one, right? And next time you select this one. Okay, and next time you select this and this one. Okay, these are 3 ways, right? Okay, so now if only 2 points are here, if only 2 points are here, right? If, but here you are clear, right? By we are multiplying. If only 2 points here and if only 2 points here, right? Then that simply means here one way and here one way. So in this case also, if you multiply, you are going to get one shape only, right? So that is why if you just see this now, so only one shape is possible. So that's why we are doing multiplication, right? We are doing multiplication. Okay, I hope that this part is also clear why we are doing multiplication. Okay, so here if we have 3 points and here we have 2 points, so that simply means here 3 ways, 3 ways, and here one way, right? Then 3 into 1 is 3 shapes, right? This and then this complete. Okay, like this. All right, so this is clear. Now how I'm going to solve this? So same thing I will do now, right? Same thing I will do here. If you see this particular example itself, right? So I am going to iterate over all these map, all these points one by one, and here for this I'm going to take this y coordinate as my key, right? So for this 0, how many points are there? Y coordinate, right? So how many points are there? 1, 2, and 3. 3 points in which we have 0 is the value. So I'm storing these 3, right? That is nothing but 1, 2, and 3 are there. So I will just store the count of this, right? Now same way at 2, okay, when y is 2, so I'm checking like this at y is equal to 0, at y is equal to 1, okay, at y is equal to 0, at y is equal to 1, at y is equal to 2, at y is equal to 3. So same way at y is equal to 2 I will find 2 points, right? 2 points, right? This is what I will find. Okay, now I have to just check these points step by step. I have to iterate over my this direction, okay, over y coordinates one by one, right? Whatever these keys actually. So over these keys only I have to iterate. So first thing, I will just create one map. Okay, in map my key is going to be the y coordinate and my value is going to be the total values available at that y coordinate, and all these values actually are going to be distinct only, all these points, because it is given here all points are pairwise distinct only, right? Okay, so this is the first thing that I will do, right? So now here let's take some example. So at 0 let's say we have 3, at 1 let's say we have I'm saying 3 points, at 1 coordinate, at 1 y, let's say 2 points. Now at 2 let's say again 2 points, right? Clear? This is what I'm writing. Okay, so now here if we have just 1 point now, let's say at 3 we have 1 point, then in that case actually uh, it's not possible, right, to form any shape, right, if only 1 point, right? So definitely we have to ignore this stuff. Okay, but here now let me show you what is going to, how we are going to solve this. Okay, so initially I'm going to select this, right? So we have 3 points here, 3 points. Okay, we have 3 points at this 0. Okay, 3 points, right? Now a number of ways to pick, right? Number of ways to pick 2 points on this y level, right? On this y level. So simple formula I told you, right? So number of points, that is nothing but 3 into 3 minus 1 by 2, so I will get 3 ways, right? I will get 3 point pair, right? 3 pairs here, right? And what are those 3? 1, 2 and 3, right? These 3. Okay, so this is done 3 ways, right? So 3 is nothing but pairs here, right? 2 points pair, 3 ways, right? This is done. Now here tell me, let's say I have one answer value in which in this answer I will store the number of shapes I can form. So right now, previous value of answer, let's say my previous value of answer is 0, right? So here, actually this is a formula I'm trying to use, answer plus the number of pairs at this particular point, right? So here I'm writing pairs here into the total pairs before, so before this we haven't seen any pair yet, right? So my answer is going to be 0 only actually. Previous value of answer 0 plus as of now how many pairs are there? 3 into 0. So that is nothing but 0 is the answer, right? Okay. And total number of pairs that I have seen until now. Total pairs here. I will say that my total pairs before, all right, before this how many pairs I have seen, and now how many pairs I'm seeing current, right? Pairs here, right? So what I will get here, I will get previously I'm not seeing any pair, right? This is very first time, and now here at this particular position we have 3 pairs, right? That's it. So total pairs as of now 3. Okay, now this is done. Now next is this one, right? Now let me use some other pen. So here we have this at 1, right? So number of ways to pick 2 points on this y level, a horizontal segment. So here number of pairs here, right? This part, number of pairs here is just 1, right? Because only one way to set 2 points, right? And in this case answer is going to be, just apply the formula, right? Here previous answer is 0 plus number of pairs here, here here is 1, and previous 1 into, I told you that we have to multiply 1 into this total pairs before is 3, so 1 into 3, so that is nothing but my answer is 3 as of now. Okay, and now total pairs, however, how many total pairs I have seen? Total pairs here, right? So pairs here is 1 and previous number of pairs, right, that is nothing but 3, so total pairs is 4 as of now, right? And that is right. So that is nothing, 1 2 3 and 4 total pairs, right? As of now 4 pairs, right? This is done. So here if you see, if we have to stop here until here, so my answer is correct, 3 only. Now here I'm doing one additional thing. Now at 2 also I have 2 points, right? I have 2 points. Let's use some other pen. Okay, 2 points here, 2 points. Okay, so here also number of pairs here is 1. Now answer is, previous time answer is nothing but 3 plus pairs here 1 into total pairs before is 4, so 1 into 4, so I will get 7 as answer, right? And total pairs is going to be, now total pairs is going to be, the pairs here is 1 and pairs before is 4, right? So total is going to be 5 now, right? But here I'm getting answer is 7, right? So now let me prove why 7. So see here why 7. So this is one shape, right? 1, keep it in mind. Okay, 1, this is 2, right? Okay, and this is 3. So here we know that in between these two we are getting 3, right? Okay, now here, from here also, if you see, just ignore this one again. From here 1, this is 2, and this overall is 3, right? Here this point, right? So what are those 3? Again I'm doing it, right? See this is 1. From above shape I'm ignoring this middle line, 1, right? This is 2, and this is 3. Okay, these 3, so total 6, right? 3 here. Now where is 1? So 1 is this now, 1 is this one, right? Between these, right? This is 1 also, right? So 3 plus 3 plus 1, 7. right? So that's what we need to do. Okay, that's what we need to do, right? So here there is one way, and here overall if you see 3 points here and 1 point here, total 4. So that is why 1 into 4 is 4, right, overall, and 3 previous, so 3 plus 4 7, right? So this is what we need to do, right? This is what we need to do. That's it, that's it, nothing else. Okay, so now let's write the code. Okay, so very simple, nothing complex here. Okay, so here what you need to do one thing here, create mode as long mode as, since value can be very large, so that's why we need to write it like this. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, done. Now we have to count. Let me add the comment as well. We have to count how many points lie on each horizontal y level, right? So for this purpose I am going to create one map, and in a map my key is going to be of integer type, and my value, right, I'm just counting the frequency, right, so that is also going to be integer type. And here I'm just going to say count at, and here y, right, and here I'm just going to write new hash map. Okay, done. And here I have to write int p over points, and here int y is equal to p of 1, right? So I just need y coordinate, right? So here count at y, and here I'm just going to put, so my key is going to be this y, right? And now I'm going to check if this key is there in my map or not, right? So here count at y dot get or default, so it is going to check if this key is there, right, then take the old value of that particular key. If not, then take 0 value of that particular key and add 1 to it, right? This is how this works, right? Done. Now here create one variable long answer and set it to 0, and here long total pairs before, right? So I haven't seen any pair yet, right? So this is nothing but I can say sum of distinct pairs of 2, right? Count at y and comma 2 over previous y levels, right? So how many distinct pairs before, right, of 2 before this, right? So I haven't seen anything yet, right? Now I have to check each horizontal line, right? So for each horizontal line I have to check one by one, right? So here simple, so I'm just going to write for int count is equal to count at y dot values, right? And here inside this we have to find out the number of ways to pick 2 points on this y level, right? Number of ways to pick 2 points on this y level, you can say a horizontal segment, right? So here what I'm going to do, so here simple formula that I've told you, long, and here pairs here is equal to long, right, and here CNT count into count minus 1, right, divided by 2, right? So this is the formula that I've told you, right? Now here we have to find out what trapezoids, right, formed with all previous levels, right? This is what we need to do, right? So each previous pairs into the formula, right? Each previous pairs into the, we have to do multiplication with the current pairs, right? Current pairs every time. So this is how you are going to update your answer actually, right? So here answer is equal to answer, right, plus pairs here into total pairs before, right? Total pairs before, and here just take the modulus, right? MOD, right? And then we have to add here, we have to add current pair count to running total, right? So here total pairs before is equal to total pairs before plus the number of pairs that we have here, right? And we have to do the mode. Okay, that's it, right? And this is done. That's it. And in the end you have to return what? Answer, right? Answer. But since the return type is int and we are taking long here, so we have to change it to int. Okay, that's it. So now let's run the code and see if the code issues. So see, all the test cases has been accepted, right? That's it, right? So now let's submit it. Only 24 lines of code. Okay, so see, our solution is accepted, right? And here if you see the time complexity, so time complexity here we are iterating over all the points, so of n, and then for all the y coordinates we are iterating, right? So let's say of k distinct y coordinates, so of n plus of k, this k will be smaller than this of n, right? So I can say of n as the time complexity, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.